1580 103.3 WPKY, Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk at 8:30. Man, right on the dot. And of course, I've got a good friend in with us of the station. It's Melissa Peak from the Princeton Art Guild. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Tess.
Well, you've got tons going on over there, right?
We do.
I heard about jazz and songwriters and all kinds of stuff.
Yes, I'm here today to talk about our Jazz on the Lawn because that's our next upcoming event.
I love it.
Yes, that is this Sunday, September 22nd. It begins at 3 p.m. and it ends at 5 p.m. So 3 to 5 p.m. It's a free community event. And
Free is good.
Free is always good.
Free fits my budget.
Mine too. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great time to come out and bring your lawn chairs and your blankets. It's a family-friendly event. We're going to be on the lawn at Adsmore. I do suggest people getting there a little early, getting the best parking places, especially if you need a closer parking space because you got to walk a little ways,
right.
Park in the back and walk up through the little garden area. Come into the lawn, bring your chairs up there, and the Todd Hill Trio will be setting up.
Oh, wow.
And playing some jazz for us. It's a mirror image of what we did last year. If you came last year, it's a mirror image of that. If you didn't, you missed a great couple-hour afternoon. Seriously, Todd Hill Trio is amazing. Todd Hill out of Murray, Kentucky, Scott Thiele, and then we have our own Dean Hughes on the drums.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I had heard that last year's was quite the success.
It was.
If that's anything, what if somebody wanted to bring a drop cloth and a little bit of an easel? Is that okay too?
Yes, we do have plein air painting on the lawn. We had a little bit of that last year. We had about a half a dozen folks who, maybe not that many, but I had some kids who also painted, and we encourage that as well. Bring a drop cloth. Here's what I have on the things I'm putting out on Facebook. Artists need to bring their own paint supplies, including a drop cloth, easels, and canvas. You're asked to paint what you see. This means anything on site at this event. You can set up anywhere on the lawn outside of the museum. You can't go inside, but you can set up anywhere outside. Make sure you have that drop cloth. And, if we have enough interest, then I'll plan to exhibit those pieces.
I think that would be neat.
Yeah.
Something that was done during that, I think would really be a neat exhibit.
Yes, it is, and I've still got a few pieces down at the Guild right now that some folks painted last year, and people
and
love
let me
to
just
come
say
and
that's
see
not
them.
coming from an artist. I can't draw stick people, but coming from someone that would enjoy looking at the exhibit and visiting that would I think that would be really neat.
Now, what's really cool about that too is if we end up getting some plein air painters, some people out who are painting, and again, I encourage all ages, parents, just make sure that your children have a drop cloth, an easel, and a canvas. I love them all, and all the way up to the professional. If somebody wants to come from anywhere and come out and sit on the lawn and paint.
Well, photography would work for that too,
photography
right?
works for that. Yes. I don't mean to leave that out. Yes, and people love to go by though and see that live painting. To walk by and watch you paint, and it makes
it's peaceful. It's relaxing. A million years ago, I'm about to show my age. There was a man on television. I believe it was on like a PBS station or something, and you could watch him paint.
Are you talking about Bob Ross?
Yes.
Oh, come on, Tess.
Oh, you're going to age yourself right along with me. Don't admit that. But when I was younger, I'd just zone out. I guess it was my version of YouTube.
Yeah.
But I would zone out watching that guy, and he'd say, "Oh, now we're at a tree," and then all of a sudden there's a tree.
Happy little trees. Yes.
I'm telling you, that guy. I used to love watching him. So if going down there and listening to jazz and watching them paint is anything like that, I'm in.
Yeah. It's a great feel. The whole, because this is a real short event.
Right.
It's just a couple of hours. You can do it between church services or whatever you have on Sunday services or things that you've got going on. It's a great time to have the family over and have lunch, and then we're going to go over to the Adsmore, and spend a couple of hours. So
it's a peaceful way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
It really is. We encourage everyone. If you have a group or organization that you've been looking for something to do together, we encourage you to come on out and join in with us. I also want to talk about that Adsmore House and Gardens will have their Black Patch Tobacco War 1906 tours that will be offered at a discounted rate from 3 to 5.
Oh, wow.
So it's a $5 admission in to see the Black Patch Tobacco War 1906 tours inside Adsmore, and 12 and under is free. So $5 admission, 12 and under is free, and the tour times are on the half hour, beginning at 3:30, 4:30, and then 5.
What a great day to spend with the family and the kids, and get some history in there and some good jazz and watch the art unfold in front of you. So what a great family day.
Yes, thank you. Again, in case someone just tuned in, I want to tell you that this, again, is a free community event. It's sponsored and organized by the Princeton Art Guild, and it's hosted by Adsmore House and Gardens. And Adsmore will be offering light refreshments, waters, and cookies. They'll offer light refreshments in their visitors center. I do know, as when I talked to Andrew just the other day, the gift shop's not going to be open as of right now. The gift shop won't be open, but the visitors center will be open, and they'll be providing light refreshments for anyone who comes and stays with us in the afternoon.
I think it's going to be fun. I really do.
Yeah.
And that's something, when you come in, and we always talk about events that you've got going on. But before you leave today, I do want to talk about what you always have going on there, and programs or things that you have for kids to come in, and people, artists in our area too.
Yeah, we will talk about that. The only other thing about Jazz and Lawn I feel like I need to say is we do ask that folks do not bring tents, alcohol, or your pets, with the exception of certified service animals. Okay, so just bring.
No, that's understandable.
That's fair, I think. I think that's very fair.
It can be really distracting. I mean, I know that you're out and about, and you're walking around, you're enjoying the sunshine. However, there are some of those that are allergic, or some kids that are scared. And sometimes my poodle and your Saint Bernard don't get along.
Yes.
And we want to listen to the music. So
yes, well, we are very lucky to have the Todd Hill Trio back again this year. I'd heard so many wonderful things last year about them, and people saying, "Oh, will they come back?" And I was hoping that they would. And
I'm really glad they did.
Yeah, me too. Very, very glad. So it's going to be a great Sunday afternoon. It's this coming Sunday, September 22nd. 3 to 5 p.m. And again, it will be at Adsmore House and Gardens. You can find all the information that you want to about that on Facebook if you are on Facebook. Look up the Princeton Art Guild. We have an event page. So we have, you can go and see the discussion, and you can see all of this stuff every tour time. You can see it all right there. And we encourage everyone to get out and invite all your friends and come out for this. We really do.
I think it's going to be a good time. I really do. I think it's relaxing, and anytime you can blend sunshine and music and hanging out in the yard, basically,
It is, yeah.
If you haven't done that before, there was a I guess it was last year or the year before. It one year kind of runs into another, but they had something about Adsmore that you could come and have a picnic on the lawn, with the kids and that sort of thing, and hang out. And we did that, and it was amazing.
Oh, I've done that in the past.
The grounds are just beautiful.
Oh, and I'll also have an 18-piece exhibit that I'll be putting out. The Art Guild owns it.
Oh, wow.
And it's the process of tobacco from plowing the ground all the way to market. And Al Curry, our own local artist, Al Curry, painted those years ago, and it's a permanent collection of the Princeton Art Guilds. And I put it out on the lawn, outside, just different places, on the porch and in the garden last year, and you could just walk by and take a look at it. These pieces are big. And so I'll have that out there. I almost forgot about that.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a difficult process. Again, that's a learning opportunity for the kids, because I doubt that a lot of the kids these days, now I was raised up where, I know about that. I might have spent some time working back in the day. But, I think a lot of kids don't work out in the tobacco fields anymore. They don't understand what that is. So if they can go back and see, look, this is where Princeton started back in the day. This is where, a lot of your family members. I think that's neat.
Yeah, we'll have that exhibit, and then we have, and of course with them having their tour with the Black Patch Wars, it's, I don't know, it's a nice nostalgic afternoon with the family, and listening to some music. And if it rains, I hate to even say that word out loud, but we will cancel for that evening and hopefully reschedule. It would have to depend on everyone's schedule. We won't say that too much or too loud, but we
right, because that would be a lot of moving parts to put back together again. You're talking about.
Well, I'm hoping that
I
think I could do that as long as we could all work together. But I just, as far as now, if it comes to shower, and the sun comes back out, don't worry about that.
Okay.
But if it's set in,
A gully washer. If it come a gully washer.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure what would happen in the event of that because of all the band equipment. It's all outdoors, and of
Right.
course if it starts showering on and off, I can't put that exhibit outside.
Right.
There's just several things like that come into play. But let's hope that does not happen.
We understand that there is some
Yeah.
weather issues sometimes. Well, you guys have tons going on. There's something else in the works over there too, right?
We do. I'll come back and definitely talk to folks more about that, and you can find about it on Facebook as well. But we have the Artisan Festival. It's our annual Artisan Festival. For years we had it out at the Vineyard, and last couple of years, last year being our first, and then again this year, we will have it at Adams Breezy Hill Farms and Restaurant. We're having our Artisan Festival and Songwriters Showcase, and we have our own Lacey Goodbread from right here in town. She works out at Walmart in the pharmacy department. She is going to be starting out our day in our Songwriters Showcase at 1 o'clock. And then we will have Fate McAfee and Melanie Davis coming into play for us at 2:30. And they'll each play for an hour. And then at 4 o'clock, we have Leaving Lennox out of Nashville. They're an Australian duo.
Oh, wow.
And they travel the United States. And a friend of a friend was able to book them for the show. So our headliner is Leaving Lennox, and I look them up. They're amazing. All of them, by the way, are amazing.
We have some
equally.
really talented musicians and artists and songwriters in this area. We've really been blessed with some
Yes.
pretty talented people over the years that
we
are
have
from
that
our
right
area.
here in Princeton.
Right.
Yes,
We don't have to look very far.
No, we don't have to look very far.
But of course, Nashville is right down the road, so
It is.
that's a really good get.
It really is. All of them are. I want to make sure I make that clear. We're very lucky to have everyone that's playing.
Now, if they're not familiar with the artisan aspect
not-
of that, what does that mean? What kinds of things are they going to expect to see other than just the music? What else are they going to see and be able to experience while they're there?
Well, very similar to Art on Main. They're handcrafted, handmade vendors, artists, painters, so many different things. Wood crafters, lapidary artists. We will have folks coming in to set up tents, vendors. Just like, if you're going down to Grand Rivers and you like to go to the craft shows or whatever, and I'm not saying all these are crafts because there are fine arts also in our booths, which I'm sure there may be down there as well. But you could come out and find the tents, so you're going to find your artists out there set up selling their wares. And Adams Breezy Hill has hay rides,
Oh, wow.
free hay rides from noon to 5. So you can come out and the wagon will go around the farm and then come back and wait and get on that and
Dad could take the kids on the hay ride while Mom
shopping.
That's right.
She's doing some Christmas
See, this
shopping.
is I'm going to set it up for everybody.
Yeah.
There's going to be something for everybody, and I'm
right.
really making the moms happy right about now. They're
Oh,
going,
yeah.
hey, I could see that.
Yes. So there'll be a fall festival. That's what
Right.
that's what we always gear for, and hopefully, here before too off along the next couple of weeks, Sherry D. Allen and I from Adams Breezy Hill, we can come out and talk about this some more and in depth.
I always make her scoop things. I'm like, come on, I know it's coming. You might as well talk to me about it
that's
now.
right. That's right. And she'll tell people, closer to time and how to, if they need to call, and I'm sure they do, make reservations to eat that day because it's a very busy day out there.
Right.
But yeah, we have a lot of fun out there, and I want to encourage folks that I still have space. We're outside. We have plenty of space if folks want to come and sign up to have a booth out there. If you're a member of the Princeton Art Guild, it's $30 to set up for the day, and if you're not, if you're a member, it's $10 to set up, and if you're not a member, it's $30.
Okay.
Okay, and that gives you a membership.
Hey.
Okay, it gives you one.
That's like
membership.
a 2-in-1.
It is. So yes. I'm always looking for more people to set up as long as what you do is not direct sales, handcrafted, handmade. I've got plenty of space, and I'm looking for. I'd love to fill the whole lawn up. I also want to encourage anyone. I don't have all that information with me today, but I want to encourage folks. If you have a youth organization, whether it's band, football, cheerleading, soccer, I don't want to leave anybody out. All of it. Okay, Youth Incorporated. I don't care who it is, but if you have a youth organization, we encourage you, contact me. Make sure you have a booth space. I would love to see some of those folks coming out, have their kids set up the tents, or have them to be there manning them for games.
Oh, that would be fun.
Okay. And just charge a reasonable amount for people who bring their kids out, if it's ring toss or whatever it is, we would love to see some of that. And then you can keep all your money.
Oh, that way it would be something for the
and we're not
kids
asking for any booth
right.
fees for that. If they, for the youth organizations, if they want to come out as a fundraiser, church groups, their kids, if they want to make some money for a trip or something, contact me up at the Art Guild, 365-3959, and get a booth space. I just want to make sure I know who to expect and where I'm going to put them, when they get out there. And we encourage that as well.
I think that's amazing. I really do. I think this sounds like a good time.
Yeah, we just want it to be
for
full.
everybody.
Yeah, we want it to be full. We want it to be, fun. So if somebody wants to do pumpkin painting and charge people for it, like these youth organizations, as long as they're a youth organization like that. If you're coming out there to do that on your own, to make your own money and profit, then I'm going to need a booth space rental from you. Right. Okay. But I encourage that. We did pumpkin painting one year, and the kids loved it. The parents brought their kids over to paint. I don't really have the time to sit because I'm up and I'm moving. I'm moving, there constantly all day long.
It's that time of year. It's time for pumpkin painting.
It is, yeah.
And the
face
pumpkin
painting.
lattes and different things like that. It's that time of year.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting close. It's getting very, very close.
I think everybody's ready for that time of year. I think some of us are just over this heat.
Yeah.
It's what that is. It's happy thoughts or cool thoughts, I think. But we sure appreciate you being here. We really do. Remind us again about Jazz on the Lawn because that's coming up first. I want to make sure nobody forgets about that on the 22nd.
Yeah, I do not want folks to forget that this Sunday, September 22nd, from 3 to 5 p.m. It's a free community event sponsored by and organized by the Princeton Art Guild and hosted by Adsmore House and Gardens. The address for the Adsmore is 304 North Jefferson Street in Princeton. The music will be by Todd Hill Trio. And we will also have, Adsmore will have tours and light refreshments, plein air painting, an exhibit for you to view. So Sunday, September 22nd, 3 to 5 p.m. right here in town.
And again, now what time, during the week, outside of just a special event, there at the Guild, what all do you all offer there at the Guild? During normal times when it's not just a special event, what all's going on there at the Guild that people can take advantage of?
Well, anytime, of course, our open hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Any given day in any of those times, we will have an exhibit, an 8-week rotating exhibit, where every 8 weeks we change out the exhibit in our main gallery, in our Charles Alvin Lisenby Gallery. Right now we have Jody Ann Hale in-house, and you can see everything. It's solely her solo show, and the show's called 20 Years in the Making. And you can see anything from oils, acrylics. She loves charcoals, and she does a fabulous job at them. You can see scratchboard. She has photography, pen and ink.
I've seen a little taste of that, and I will tell you, she's really got some interesting perspectives on things, and the way she kind of sees the world. And it's literally 20 years of art, and the way, and her looking through her eyes at the world. And
I love her work.
It's so neat. Well, especially when you think about it, if you're like me. And I'm sure, there's other people out there that do that too. But if you like crafts and you're on things like Pinterest and different things, you'll see something new pop up and you're like, oh, I want to try that. Oh, wait a minute, I want to try that. It seems like there's always something that's kind of trendy that everybody wants to try art-wise, and that's popular at the time. So imagine over 20 years, all the different things that may have popped up, or the new colors, the new paint colors for the year. There's always that. One year, I think a couple of years ago, it was teal, and everything you saw was teal. All the art was teal. Everything was teal. Yeah. So, over 20 years, I wonder how many trends that she went through to create that.
Yeah, I'll have to ask her that.
Because the paint techniques there's new medium that comes out all the time. There's new types of paint that come out all the time, and I'm curious.
Yeah.
How much the different ways she did all of that actually had to do with kind of the trends as it
Yeah.
went along with 20 years.
Well, we keep a book in our Charles Alvin Elizabeth Gallery for the artists. So when folks come through, it's for that artist to take home. We've already had the opening reception for Jody Ann's, and it'll be up through September the 30th, which I think the 30th may fall on a Monday. So you'll want to kick it back to that Saturday. That'll be the last time that you can see it, because it will change out on Monday.
Well, now I got to go because I got to ask her the question.
Yeah, well, you'll have to ask her on Facebook, because
Oh,
she's
okay.
not, she's not there. I just have her work there
Okay.
for you to see. But you can find her at Art by Jody Ann on Facebook, and I highly encourage that. Go look at her work, and you can send her a message and ask her a question there if you want. Next in for the rotation for the exhibit, we will have Mike Mullins, and it will be steel sculpture.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So we'll have some interesting pieces, and also he will have some of his photography in the exhibit as well. But the main focus is his sculpture pieces, but we will have some photography pieces in there as well.
Well, I guarantee that that's neat.
Yeah.
The metal work is
The
really
metal,
hard
yes,
to do, and
yes.
especially with any kind of intricacy.
Yeah,
And
we have
I
Mike
think-
Mullins with his steel work this year, and we already have on our schedule for next year Mike Young from Young's wrought iron. So we have him next year. So we have a couple of
I know Mr. Young, he does a very good job.
Yes. And then also in a guild house, I don't want to leave without mentioning this, it's not just the gallery. We also have, when you first walk in, if you're a member of the Princeton Art Guild, you can bring items in and have them for sale.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have artwork, we have jewelry, we have lots of different things for folks to come in and be able to buy right there inside
Never
the
too
guild
early
house.
to think about Christmas either,
No,
you know,
come
and
by and
that's
see
some
what we
unique
have.
gifts, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Every
Price
one of them.
points kind of all over the place, I would imagine.
I'm sure. Yeah, they are. We've got jewelry as well. We've got little bracelets for kids and stuff for $1 that people have made. We have Dot McConnell has some bracelets in there. Everybody knows Miss Dot.
Wow.
Right. I have her bracelets in there. They're $2, and some earring sets that she made, and I have those. And we have jewelry for $5, $10. And then we have paintings all the way up to, I'm not really sure, maybe 300.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you have a lot of price range in there. But yeah, come in and see what I've got. I've got lots of goodies.
Well, I'll
And
tell you,
then-
that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'd wonder, how many people knew about that, because
Oh, they
I
know.
hadn't heard about
They
that.
should know.
I
As
think
much as
that's
I've
awesome.
run my mouth and talk about that for the last 5 years, they better know. Yeah, we've got stuff in there. I need people to come buy it. Yeah.
Well, they
for
can
sure.
come by. I mean, it's kind of like you get to walk and see all the art, and you get to purchase things at the same time, and it's kind of neat knowing who did that. Because like Miss
Absolutely.
Dot, I think that's the neatest thing is that you can go in and see what she's made.
Well, I don't have a lot of them, but I do have some of her bracelets and earrings.
Well,
and
I think
I
that's
love them.
neat. Well,
And-
thanks so much,
yeah.
though. Tell them again, like the times that you guys are open and a phone number if they have any questions.
Okay, our hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the Guildhouse phone number is 270-365-3959.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Peak. We
Thank
sure
you for
do
having me.
appreciate it. From the Princeton Art Guild, of course, Melissa Peak. And make sure that you go by and see the Art Guild and everything that they've got going on. And, of course, this Sunday on the 22nd, they have the Jazz on the Lawn. Of course, that's going to be out at Adsmore. And bring the whole family.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. There you go. Hey, it's from Tess and Ty and the Princeton Art Guild in 1580, 103.3 WPKY. Well, sunshine today. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you can handle the heat. Not as bad as yesterday, though. Soccer Tuesday, sunshine, high in 90. Tonight, mostly clear. Overnight low of 65. Tomorrow, patchy fog for your morning commute, so you might want to give yourself a couple of extra minutes in the morning. Otherwise, high 91. And then on Thursday, for Volleyball Thursday, mostly sunny, high 90. Now, your Caldwell County Tiger homecoming outlook for Football Friday looks like another sunny day with a little bit milder temp. Should be nice with a high of 84. It's 78 at 1580, 103.3 WPKY. Fifteen eighty 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty at 8:58 with Coffee Talk. And of course, we just had Miss Melissa Peak here from the Princeton Art Guild, and we sure do appreciate her being with us because that is a whole lot of fun. That's one thing that, my kids always loved art and always loved drawing. And I think that's kind of something that kids, just when they're young, that's a great way for them to express themselves. So go down to the Princeton Art Guild. Tell Miss Peak that we sent you down there, and we said it was something, just a fantastic idea. So evidently there's a lot of shopping to be done down there as well. So keep that under your hat as far as when you're ready to maybe purchase a gift or something like that. Hey, before we leave you today, we do want to remind you of something that's kind of close to our hearts. We really, Ty and I both really think a lot about this, and it's something that we really think is important. So make sure that you're invited to attend. The whole the community is invited to attend the Constitution Week reading. Now that's this Sunday, September 22nd at 2 p.m. That's going to be at Planners Pavilion in Princeton. Now, if somebody missed it, if somebody doesn't know that it's coming up, it is, and the gathering is going to celebrate the 64th anniversary of Constitution Week and the 232nd anniversary of the signing of the Constitution. So it's just a fantastic way to celebrate this week and to make sure that it's a great thing to get the kids involved in as well, so that they don't forget where they come from or what the Constitution is. So they can stay on top of that as well. 8:59. Of course, hey, a little reminder about the weather today. Should be absolutely beautiful. If you like 90, if that speaks to you, I'm telling you, it's sweating weather. Soccer Tuesday, sunny, high 90. Tonight, mostly clear. Overnight low is 65. Of course, we'll have your full forecast here in just a minute with Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk at 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton. Well, as promised, Soccer Tuesday, sunny, high 90. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low 65. Tomorrow, patchy fog for your morning commute. Sunshine, high 91. On Thursday, for Volleyball Thursday, mostly sunny, high 90. And then on Football Friday, oh, it's going to feel so good. Mostly sunny for the Caldwell County Tiger homecoming. A little bit milder temps. I'm really looking forward to this, high 94. Of course, Futurecast is showing our next real chance of rain coming Sunday with highs in the mid-80s over the weekend. So we're going to get a little bit of a break. We just got to be patient. 78 at 1580, 103.3 WPKY.